Okay, so what I'm going to do in this video is put in a SVG icon into this menu bar. So over here I want like a Twitter icon that someone clicks and then goes to that particular website, his Twitter feed, let's say, all right? Right, so the best place to go and get an SVG icon is Icon Finder. There's loads of other ones, but this is just probably the best one that I can get that's free. I'm going to just do it like a Facebook. Look for something I like. Now you could just click on anything, like this one here looks a bit stylish, click on it. Let's see if there's a family. Oh yeah, so there's other ones here that you could get in that style. So try to make sure that if you're going to use multiple icons, they're from the same author. Don't just click on that one, download that, and then go to, let's say, this one, and then download that, because they're very different and they'll look weird next to each other. So get one that's got a family by clicking on the icon. Look, this one's got an icon. It's got a nice Twitter one. I may put a Facebook one in as well later. So if there's a family, there's scope for growth. If there's no family, you're stuck and you have to redesign the actual social media icons yourself or get another set from another author. All right, so I'm going to download this Twitter SVG. But it just downloads a giant size. And the reason for this is because SVGs, like, it doesn't really matter about the size. They scale, but they're always the same size, like 4 or 5 kilobytes. I'm going to put it in my images directory for Donald Trump, and we're going to have a look at that. I'm going to get rid of this now. We can always go back to Icon Finder and get more if we need to, right? So let's have a look at this. I'm going to open up this Twitter SVG. You see, it's not an image. If I clicked on dog, I'd see an image. That's a raster image. But if I click on Twitter SVG, it's a mathematical equation, right? So you have to look at the code. So here it's like height of 512, etc., etc. Right, so we might have to change some of this just to get it to fit our website styling, all right? And this is how that would be done. I'm going to go to the index page. I'm going to put it in my navigation item. So the easiest way to do that is just to copy one navigation item like this, go underneath, and then I'm going to put in like icon. I'm going to just say icon there, just so when I go back to the website, you should be able to see that icon is going to be going there, okay? Donald Trump is now too small, but I can probably reduce this gap here in the CSS. 1 second, let me just do that. So go into here, go into the style, go into wherever the header styles are. This is the header style. So you're using comments by now in your style sheet, so this is how you order things. So you look for the comments and then read it. So the space header is that. I'm going to make that 400 to give us a bit of extra space now, and Donald Trump should go back onto one line and everything is back as it was. I just need to change this into the Twitter icon, all right? So go back to my code, go back to the index page where it says in like icon. There is where I want to put in my image. Now I'm going to move that onto another page, onto another line, just because it's easier to see in this demonstration. I'm going to grab this image link here because there's just one handy line around. Put it in. I'm going to get rid of the alt tag because it's only a Twitter icon and I don't really need to put one in. It's not a picture. So images, Donald Trump, JPEG, no. It's going to be TWITT, Twitter SVG. Press save, go back and have a look. And look, it's bust up the design because it's all the way over here, because if I look in my Twitter SVG, you'll see that it's 512 pixels. Right, so let's make that something sensible, like 50 pixels. And the width 50 pixels. Okay, let's save that. Come back to here. Okay, it's in there. You just can't see it because it's black, right? So how do I change the color to white like these, right? So I go in and have a look at the code. So I can tell you now, I found this yesterday. Anything that says style is going to be a style. And look, fill. That is a hex value, 262626. If I put that into Photoshop, you'd find that it's that dark black, right? I know that white is FF, F, 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 right? And that's going to fill the outside ring. If I look at it now, there you go. I just need to find the fill color. Fill, look down here. F, 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 F. 6 Fs is white, basically, in hexadecimal values. And there's my Twitter icon. What I want to do is I want to make it a bit smaller because it looks like it's pushing the header down slightly. So let us do that. So it's up here. I'm going to make it like 30 pixels. Let's try that. Save that. Come back. I think the top font is about 30. I could probably go for a bit more, or I could even put a bit of padding on it or styling. For the time being, I'm just going to make it 35. I'm not going to bother doing too much styling to it because it's video is just about how to get stuff in, all right? So 35 and 35, done. Right, so how do I link that to a Twitter feed, right? You'll see if I go back to my code, because I copied and pasted the link tag from above it. It's just like the link is going to the election HTML page. Now this is what they call an internal link. So this is going to another page in our website, but we can also send someone to another page off our website, like Donald Trump's Twitter feed. So if I just go like Donald Trump Twitter, so let's do that, and I just grab, I think it's asking me to sign in. Right, if I was to do that, I think real Donald Trump will work. I think this query string is just asking me to that's his photo, so I'm pretty sure it's just that. That'll do. Let's go to this one, and then instead of election.html, I'm just going to put in that Donald Trump link. I press save, go back to my website here. I'm going to close Donald Trump off, refresh the page, click on this one, and I go to my Donald Trump website. Okay. Now the problem is with that is when I click it, my website disappears and it's replaced by Donald Trump's Twitter page, which is not what I want. Right? I want Donald to open in a new tab. Right. So how I do these sorts of problems is how to open a web page in a new tab, right? And then it will probably give me something like W3 schools. So W3 schools. There's a W3 schools there, so I'll have a look at that. Look, it tells you, look, open that, open in a new tab. You see that tab opened up at the top there? Look at the top. Okay, that's exactly what I want. So this is just a normal link by the looks of it, but it just has this extra thing called target blank, all right? And it says, if you set the target attribute to blank, the link will open in a new browser window or new tab. That's exactly what I want. So let's grab that, go back to my website. I'm going to look at my link here, right? That's great. It's going to Donald Trump. I also want it before the closing bracket to just open in a new tab. So let's check all this out, see if my code now works. Click on that one. Done. And now I'm done. I can close down Donald Trump and go back to my website. That's how you put in an SVG icon into a web page and how you link to, let's say, another website off your current domain and onto a service like Twitter or Facebook.